I could tell my younger self one thing, I would say, you are going to make it. Not because you are strong, not because you will have all the answers, but because grace will carry you. Everything I am is because of grace. I have walked through valleys I never thought I would survive. I have stood in storms that almost stole my song. I have buried dreams, I have cried hidden tears. I have faced nights that felt too long to endure. And yet I am still here, still breathing, still worshiping, still believing. Not because of my own strength, but because of mercy. Refuse to let me go. If the Lord had not been with me, where would I be? If His hand had not sustained me, who would I become? Grace is my testimony, mercy is my song. Every victory I carry, every place I now belong, every breath within my lungs, every sunrise that I see, is because the grace of God has been faithful to me. I think of Peter restored beside the sea. I think of David lifted from his failures. I think of Paul, who called himself the least of the apostles, yet became a vessel of grace. And I think of my own story, the doors you opened, the tears you healed, the battles you carried, the nights you sustained. Everything points back to one beautiful truth: grace did it all. I cannot take the glory, I cannot claim the praise. My life has been carried by has not been in vain. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. Great is your faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Jesus, I look at my life and I see fingerprints of grace everywhere. I see grace in the prayers you answered, and grace in the prayers you said wake to. I see grace in the doors that opened, and grace in the doors that closed. I see grace in the mountains, and grace in the valleys, because there were seasons I had no strength left, no wisdom left, no courage left, yet somehow I kept going. That was grace. Oh, there were moments I should have given up, moments I should have lost my song, moments I should have fallen apart, but mercy held me. Grace carried me, love sustained me, and now I cannot tell my story without talking about grace. I cannot sing my song without singing about grace. I cannot count my blessings without remembering grace. Because every breath is grace, every victory is grace, every new morning is grace, every healed wound is grace, every answered prayer. And when my journey here is over, this will still be my testimony. I did not make it by my strength, I did not survive by my wisdom. I am here, I am standing, I am singing, only because of the grace of God. So let all the glory belong to Jesus, for grace is my testimony. Amen. Never thought everybody else was asleep. The lights were off, the world was quiet, but my heart wouldn't stop crying. So I built an altar and I stay there until morning. I came with heavy heads, I came with unanswered questions, I came carrying fears I could no longer hide. There was no sermon, no choir, no crowd, just a tired soul and a holy God. I poured out my tears, I poured out my worries, I poured out my weakness, and somewhere in the silence the fire began to burn. The night was long, the burden was heavy, but your presence kept me there. At the altar that burned all night, I laid down my sorrow. At the altar that burned all night, you gave me strength for tomorrow. I came in broken, I left with peace. The fire never went out, and neither did my faith. I think of Jacob wrestling until daybreak. I think of Hannah pouring out her soul. I think of David encouraging himself in the Lord. I think of Jesus praying through the night. This is your way. You meet people in the secret place. You visit hearts that refuse to let go. You honor the altar of surrender. I did not leave with all the answers, but I left with your presence, and that was enough. At the altar that burned all night, my tears became worship. Oh, at the altar that burned all night, my weakness found mercy. Oh, I came with nothing left. I left with holy fire. The God of midnight stayed with me until dawn. Burn again, speak again, revive again, lead me again. Keep the fire alive, keep my heart awake. The altar that burned all night, the place where heaven touched me, the place where mercy found me, the place where my heart was changed. I will not leave, I will not run, I will not run until your fire falls on me. The fire on the altar must never go out. Day and night I seek your face. One thing have I desired, to dwell in your presence, spontaneous worship. Jesus, some of the greatest things you have ever done in my life did not happen in crowds, they happened in secret, in the middle of the night, when no one was watching, when all I had was my Bible, my tears, and your presence. I remember those nights, the nights I prayed until I was tired, the nights I worshiped with a broken heart, the nights I had no words left, and yet I could not leave, because something holy was happening at the altar. My fears were burning, my pride was burning, my disappointments were burning, and in their place you gave me peace, you gave me strength, you gave me yourself. I realize now, some fires are not meant to destroy us. Some fires are meant to transform us. And the altar that burned all night changed me forever. It taught me how to wait, how to trust, how to worship, even when answers do not come. So tonight, I bring you my weary heart again. I bring you my hidden tears. I bring you my midnight questions. And I ask only one thing: keep the fire burning. Let my heart remain know this. I came with heavy hands. I came with unanswered questions. I came carrying fears I could no longer hide. There was no sermon, no choir, no crowd, just a tired soul and a holy God. I wasn't coming home as a daughter. I was coming home as a failure. I had rehearsed my apology 1,000 times. But before I could speak, mercy called my name. I had wandered through places I was never meant to live. I had worn shame like an old garment. I carried regret in every step. I thought my story had ended in the far country. I thought heaven had closed its doors, but while I was still a long way off, love was watching the road, grace was waiting, mercy was running toward me. I deserved judgment, I expected silence, but instead I heard my name. When mercy called my name, the chains began to fall. The shame I carried for so long no longer owned me at all. I came with empty hands, I came with nothing to bring, but mercy called my name and welcomed me home again. I think of Peter standing beside the fire, certain that he had failed forever, yet Jesus called him again. I think of the thief on the cross with nothing left to offer except one desperate prayer, and paradise answered him. I think of Mary Magdalene, broken by her past, yet hearing her name spoken by the risen Savior. This is your way. You call the undeserving, you seek the wandering, you give new beginnings to broken people. I had no righteousness, I had no defense, I only had your mercy and it was enough. When mercy called my name, the night gave way to morning, the ashes became beauty, the morning became dancing. I was lost, but you found me. I was weary, but you carried me. Mercy called my name, and I came alive again. Call me again. When I forget who I am, call me again. When shame tries to return, call me again. you by name. You are mine. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Come home, my child. Jesus, I still remember the person I used to be, the fears, the failures, the places I ran, the things I regret. I remember the nights I believed I had gone too far. I remember thinking I was disqualified, that I had wasted too much time, that I was no longer worthy to be called your child. But grace had another story. Mercy had another ending. Because you did not meet me with condemnation, you met me with open arms. You did not ask me where I had been. You did not count my failures. You simply called my name, and everything changed. The orphan became a daughter, the wanderer came home, the broken became beloved, the guilty became forgiven, the lost became found. And now my greatest testimony is not that I found God, it is that God found me. It is that mercy saw me in my far country. Mercy walked down my road, mercy called my name. So tonight I lay down my shame, I lay down my failures, I lay down my past, because the voice of mercy is louder than my regrets. And this will be my song forever. I was undeserving, I'd ended in the far country. I thought heaven had closed its doors, but while I was still a long way off, love was watching the road. Grace was waiting, mercy was running toward me. I deserved judgment, I expected silence. I wasn't asking for a miracle anymore. I wasn't asking for answers. I was just tired. Tired of carrying this heavy heart. And in the middle of my darkest night, I felt His presence, and everything began to burn again. There are nights that leave scars on your soul. Nights when prayers become whispers, nights when tears become your language. I have known those nights, nights of waiting, nights of fear, nights when I wonder if I would ever sing again. But heaven had another story, for in the place of my a holy fire was kindled. In the place of my sorrow, God came near. I did not see Him with my eyes, but my heart knew the Holy One had entered the again. when my strength was gone, when my song had died. The fire of God awakened me inside. Watching fire fall from heaven, I think of the disciples, their hearts burning within them as Jesus spoke. I think of the upper room where ordinary people were clothed with holy fire. This is your way. You visit weary hearts. You ignite dying faith. You turn ordinary nights into holy encounters. The darkness did not overcome me. The sorrow did not consume me, because your fire found me there. It was the night of holy fire, the night you called me by my name, the night you breathed upon my weakness and revived my soul again. I came in broken, I left with burning. The fire of God had touched my heart. Burn again, breathe again, move again, fall again. Let the fire of heaven rest on me. The night of holy fire, the night my chains were broken, the night my fears surrender, the night my hope returned. I am alive, I am awake. The fire of God is burning in me. Our God is a consuming fire. Set my heart ablaze again. Did not our hearts burn within us while He spoke to us? Holy Spirit, come. Holy Spirit, come. Spontaneous worship. Jesus. I remember the nights I felt empty, the nights I felt far away, the nights I wondered if my best days with you were behind me. I remember sitting in silence with nothing left to say, and then you came, not with condemnation, but with holy fire. A fire that warmed my cold heart, a fire that burned away my fear, a fire that reminded me who I belong to. Because there are fires that destroy, and then there is your fire, the fire that heals, the fire that purifies, the fire that awakens, fire that makes dry bones live again. I needed more than answers, I needed your presence, I needed more than another blessing. I needed holy fire, the kind that makes weary hearts sing again, the kind that makes broken people believe again, the kind that turns tears into worship. So tonight, I bring you every cold place in my heart, every place that has grown weary, every place that has forgotten wonder. And I ask, burn again, revive again, speak again. Because one touch from your fire can change everything, and this will be my testimony. I enter the night broken, I enter the night weary. But before morning came, the Holy One visited me, and it became the night of holy fire. Hey there. Hey. I thought no one knew how many nights I cried. I thought those tears just disappeared into the dark. But you were counting every one of them, and your grace carried them all. There were tears I never explained, tears that fell after everyone had gone, tears that carried questions, tears that carried grief, tears that carried disappointments I could not put into words. I cried in secret places, I cried into my pillow, I cried in parked cars, I cried while saying I'm okay. But every tear I lost, you found. Every tear I poured out, you remember. I thought my tears were falling to the ground, but they were falling into your hands. The grace that carried my tears never left me alone. The mercy that held my sorrow became my song. When I had no strength to pray, when my faith was barely there, the grace that carried my tears was carrying me. I think of Hannah weeping before the Lord. I think of David drenching his bed with tears. I think of Jeremiah, the weeping prophet. And I think of Jesus standing at the grave of Lazarus and weeping. You understand tears, you understand grief, you understand the language of a broken heart. You are not afraid of human sorrow. You enter it, you sit in it, you redeem it. The tears I tried to hide were never hidden from you. The tears I thought were wasted were becoming worship. my tears in a bottle, you write them in your book. Nothing is forgotten, nothing is wasted. Joy comes in the morning, mercy comes with the sunrise. Spontaneous worship, Jesus. I have cried more tears than anyone knows. Tears over things I lost, tears over prayers unanswered, tears over dreams that never happened, tears over pain I never learned how to explain. And sometimes I wondered if they mattered. I wondered if heaven saw them. I wondered if you were near. But tonight I remember something beautiful. You count every tear, not some of them, everyone. The tears I cried in secret, the tears I wiped away quickly, the tears that fell in silence. You saw them all, and you carried them. Oh, you carried my sorrow when I couldn't carry it anymore. You carried my grief when I had no strength left. You carried my weary heart until I could breathe again. And now I know none of those tears were wasted. They watered my prayers, they softened my heart, they taught me dependence. They led me closer to you. Because sometimes grace doesn't stop the tears. Sometimes grace sits beside you and cries with you. Sometimes grace holds your shaking hands until morning comes. So tonight, I bring you every hidden tear, I bring you every painful memory, I bring you every unanswered question, and I rest in this truth. The grace that carried my tears will carry me tomorrow. The grace that sustained me then will sustain me again. And one day, every tear will become praise, every sorrow will become testimony, every night will become a... Everyone else was asleep. The house was quiet, but I was still awake, still praying, still waiting. I didn't know it then, but God does some of His holiest work in the middle of the night. And He brought me oil. There are prayers that belong to the daylight, and then there are prayers that only come at midnight. Prayers born from desperation, prayers soaked in tears, prayers whispered into dark ceilings. I have known those nights when sleep would not come, nights when fear knocked loudly, nights when I asked, Lord, how much longer? Yet somehow I was never alone, because while the world was sleeping, heaven was watching. You met me in me. In the waiting, the oil of the night watch kept my lamp burning. The oil of the night watch strengthened my weary soul. When I had no answers, when I had no song, your spirit became the fire that carried me till dawn. I think of Jacob wrestling through the night until the blessing came. I think of Paul and Silas singing at midnight and prison doors opened. Oh, I think of Jesus praying in Gethsemane while the world slept. This is your those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. My lamp will not go out, for the Lord is my light. Spontaneous Jesus, I remember the nights nobody knew about, the nights I could not sleep, the nights I sat alone, the nights I cried quietly so no one would hear. I remember waiting for answers, waiting for healing, waiting for breakthrough, and sometimes I thought the night would never end. But now I know you were there. You were the God who stayed awake with me, the God who counted every tear, the God who listened to every prayer, the God who poured fresh oil into my empty lamp. Because there were nights I had nothing left, no strength, no words, no worship, but your spirit came gently, and somehow I kept going. Somehow I kept believing. Somehow the fire did not go out. That was your oil, the oil of the night watch, the grace that keeps burning when everything else is exhausted, the peace that stays when answers do not come, the strength that remains when my own strength is gone. So tonight, I surrender every sleepless night, every anxious thought, every weary prayer. And I ask you once again, pour fresh oil on me. Oil for the rain, oil for the praying, oil for the watch, oil for the midnight hour. Because if your oil is upon me, I will make it to the morning. And when the sun rises, I will have the testimonies. And I would know it then, but God does some of His holiest work in the middle of the night. And He brought me oil. There are prayers that belong to the daylight. I thought my story was over. I thought I had ruined too much. I thought those chapters would be the end of me. But then grace picked up the broken pages. I had a future in my hands, and somehow I lost it. I had dreams and watched them fall apart. I carried regrets like heavy stones. I replayed old mistakes 1,000 times. I thought my failures would have the final word. I thought my brokenness had written my ending. But mercy walked into my ruins, love stepped into my ashes, and grace began to write again. You did not throw away my story. You did not leave me in my shame. You turned the page and called me by my name. Grace wrote my story again. Grace touched my broken ending. Where I saw ashes, you saw beauty. Where I saw failure, you saw redemption. I was lost inside my sorrow, but your mercy called me friend. Grace wrote my story again, and I will never be the same. I think of Peter standing beside the fire, certain that he had failed forever. Yet Jesus cooked breakfast and called him again. I think of Naomi returning home empty, only to find redemption waiting. I think of Joseph buried in betrayal, yet lifted into purpose. This is your way. You redeem ruined chapters. You restore broken stories. You make beauty out of impossible things. The places that almost destroyed me became the places where I met your grace. Grace wrote my story again. When I thought there Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Spontaneous worship, Jesus. There are chapters I wish I could erase, memories I wish I could forget, mistakes I wish I could undo. But if I erase those pages, I would also erase the places where your grace found me, because some of my deepest wounds became the places where your mercy entered. Some of my greatest failures became the beginning of my testimony. I thought I was disqualified. I thought I had gone too far. I thought I had wasted too much time. But you are the God who restores the years, the God who lifts the fallen, the God who writes new endings. You did not come to condemn my story. You came to redeem it. You came to redeem it. You took my ashes and made them beautiful. You took my tears and made them worship. You took my failures and turned them into grace. So tonight, I surrender every broken chapter, every regret, every disappointment, every painful memory, because I trust the author. I trust the one who never wastes a tear. I trust the one who can write hope on the pages I thought were ruined. And this will be my testimony forever. I had an ending, but grace gave me a beginning. I had a failure, but grace gave me a future. I had a broken story, but grace wrote my story again. Amen. I thought my story was over. I thought I had ruined too much. I thought those chapters would be the end of me. God, I don't even know what to pray anymore. I don't know how much longer I can do this. I need you. Please answer me. There were nights I prayed the same prayer until my voice became weak. There were tears that fell without words. I looked at the heavens and wondered, do you still hear me? I waited for thunder, I waited for a miracle. I waited for the mountain to move, but instead you came quietly. You sat beside my sorrow. You stayed with me in the waiting. I thought the silence meant you were far away, but heaven was listening the whole time. Heaven's answer to my cry was not always what I expected. Some Sometimes it was peace, sometimes it was strength, sometimes it was simply your presence beside me. When I called your name, you did not turn away. You became the answer to my cry. I think of Hannah pouring out her soul, and heaven remembered her. I think of blind Bartimaeus crying by the roadside, and Jesus stopped. I think of Hezekiah weeping before the Lord, and 15 years were added. I think of Hagar alone in the wilderness, yet God heard the voice of the child. This is your way, you listen to broken prayers, you draw near to weary hearts, you answer the cries no one else can hear. The tears I thought were forgotten were gathered by your hands. The prayers I thought were unanswered were becoming my testimony. Heaven's answer to my cry came in unexpected ways. You carried me when I thought I was alone. You held me when I could not stand. You spoke hope into my darkest night. Answer me again, meet me again, hold me again, speak again. If all I have is one more prayer, I will still call your name. Answer to my cry. The mercy that found me, the peace that surrounded me, the grace that carried me. I was not forgotten, I was not abandoned. The God who hears was listening all along. I called upon your name from the depths of my despair. You heard my plea, do not close your ear to my cry for help. And you came near and said, do not fear. Jesus, I remember the prayers I prayed in secret, the nights I whispered, Lord, where are you? The moments I thought heaven was silent. I remember crying until I had no words left. I remember waiting until my heart grew tired, and yet you never left. Because your greatest answer was not always a miracle. Sometimes your answer was your presence. Sometimes your answer was the strength to survive another day. Sometimes your answer was peace that made no sense. Sometimes your answer was simply this: I am with you. And now I understand, the God who hears does not ignore his children. No tear escapes your sight, no prayer is wasted, no cry is unheard. Because even when I could not see you, you were moving. Even when I could not feel you, you were near. Even when I thought there was no answer, you were already becoming the answer. So tonight I bring you every hidden prayer, every delayed promise, every weary question, and I choose to trust that heaven still listens, that mercy still responds, that love still draws near. And this will be my testimony forever. I cried, I waited, and in the perfect time of God, heaven answered my cry. Amen. God, I don't even know what to pray anymore. I don't know how much longer I can do this. I need you. Please answer me. There were nights I'd pray the same prayer until my voice became weak. There were tears that fell. I was reading my old prayers tonight, the ones I thought would never be answered, the ones I cried over, the ones I almost gave up on. And I realized I should not be here. I am here because of grace. There were seasons I nearly lost myself, nights that felt endless, valleys I thought I would never leave. I have seen my weakness, I have seen my failures, I have seen doors close and dreams fall apart. Yet somehow I am still standing, still breathing, still singing. Not because I was strong, not because I deserved it, but because mercy refused to let me go. If the Lord had not been with me, where would I be? If His hand had not sustained me, what would remain of me? I am here because of grace. I am standing by mercy. Every breath is a gift from heaven. Every song is a testimony. I should have fallen, I should have given up, but the goodness of God carried me. I am here because of grace. I think of Peter, who should have stayed in his failure, yet grace called him again. I think of David, who fell so deeply, yet found mercy. I think of Paul, who once persecuted the church, yet became an apostle by grace. And I think of me, all the nights I nearly broke, all the moments I nearly quit, yet somehow I am still here. Because grace writes stories no one else can write. I cannot take the glory, I cannot claim the credit. Everything I am has been touched by grace. I am here because of grace. I am alive because of mercy. The hand of God has carried me. I see moments I should not have survived. I see tears that should have broken me. I see battles that should have defeated me. I see nights that should have ended my song. Yet here I am, still breathing, still worshiping, still believing. And I know the truth, I cannot take the credit, because I know myself, I know my weakness, I know my fears, I know how many times I wanted to quit, I know how many times I had no strength left. Yet every time I reach my end, your grace met me there. Your grace met me there. Your grace became my strength. Your grace became my song. I have not been preserved by perfection, I have been preserved by mercy. I have not been carried by my own hands, I have been carried by the everlasting arms of God. So if anyone asks me, how did you make it this far? This will be my answer. I am here because of grace. I am alive because of grace. I still have a song because of grace. I still have a song because of grace. I still lift my hands because of grace. And when my story's finished, my testimony will remain the same. Not unto me, O Lord, not unto me, but to your name be all the glory. Because I am here, only because of grace. Amen. Because of grace. There were seasons I thought if I went far enough, I could outrun the memories, outrun the shame, maybe even outrun God. But every road I took, somehow your mercy was already there. I left places I once loved, I walked away from prayers, I stopped singing, I stopped hoping, I carried wounds that made me believe I was too broken to come back. I wore my failures like chains around my heart, and every step away from you made the night feel colder. Yet even in my wandering, I was never abandoned. There were footprints beside mine, there was grace following me home. I read from your voice, I hear from your love, but your mercy never stopped calling my name. The grace that would not let me go found me in my far country, found me in my wilderness, found me on my darkest road. I wandered, but you pursued me. I stumbled, but you held me close. The grace that would not let me go brought my weary heart back home. I think of Jonah running toward another shore, yet finding God in the storm. storm. I think of Peter walking away in failure, yet hearing his name again. I think of the prodigal son preparing his apology while the father was already running. This is your way. You chase the wandering, you seek the broken, you love us before we find our way back. Your love is deeper than my failures. Your mercy is greater than my wandering. The grace that would not let me go met me in my hiding place, sat beside my brokenness, and covered all my shame. I thought I had gone too far, I thought I was too late, but grace stood at the end of my road and called me home again. You kept me, you pursued me, you waited for me, you carried me. I was never lost to you, I was never forgotten, I was being followed by grace. The grace that would not let me go, the mercy that would not give up, the love that kept pursuing me, the kindness that kept calling me. I am here because of grace, I am standing because of grace, I am singing because of grace. Amazing grace, amazing grace. Oh, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I rise on the wings of the dawn, even there your hand will hold me. Spontaneous worship. Jesus, I remember the seasons I wandered, the seasons I stopped praying, the seasons I felt ashamed, the seasons I believed I had gone too far. I thought my failures had written the end of my story. I thought my weakness had separated me from your love, but I was wrong, 'cause every time I looked behind me, there you were, patient, faithful, waiting, calling, pursuing. I could not outrun your mercy, I could not escape your love, I could not hide from the kindness of God. Even in my rebellion, you stay. Even in my silence, you stay. Even in my brokenness, you stay. And when I finally turned around, I discovered that you had never left. You were standing there with open arms, not with condemnation, not with anger, but with grace. The grace that left the 99, the grace that ran down the road, the grace that picked me up, the grace that washed my feet, the grace that put a robe on my shoulders and called me your child again. But every road I took, somehow your mercy was already there. I left places I once loved, I walked away from the prayers. I stopped singing, I stopped hoping. I carried wounds that made